Stellar Blade is now 2 weeks left.
Shang Zhang, you did an excellent job of guarding the home front. As you know, we scored a great victory at Sishui Gate and disposed of the tyrant Dong Zhuo. But now, the once unified coalition has split in all directions. Yuan Shu has entered into a struggle with Liu Biao of Jing, Shang Zhang. Though I have agreed with your wishes to attend this battle, promise me you'll play it safe.
With Stellar Blade is now 2 weeks away, it is now the question, or at least begs the question, will there be a sequel? Before we dive into any further, let's think about some games, their sequel, some are successful, some are not. Let's take for example Marvel Spider-Man 2. Marvel Spider-Man 1 was successful, but Marvel Spider-Man 2, yeah, it was successful selling a lot of copies. However, when players played the game, or perhaps when they play it all the way to the end, it was a slap in the face. They forced you to play as Miles Morales, which some of those gamers want to play as Peter Parker. It was a disappointment. Insomniac didn't listen to the fan. Well, let's just say Sweet Baby Inc wasn't prevalent on the first game, but when the second game comes out, my god, it didn't sell as much as the first game. Yes, the Metacritic score is good, but ultimately when they see the ending, it all flopped. And don't forget The Last of Us. And now with the Gamergate situation, should there be a sequel? Well, let's look into this article. Here's the article from Games Radar. Action RPG standout Stellar Blade might get a sequel if there's a demand. Director teases. Demand? Wonder what he means. Stellar Blade director isn't shying away from potential sequels. Says the action RPG might get one if there's a demand for it. In the new interview with Famitsu, Stellar Blade director and Shift Up Studio CEO Hyung-Tae Kim spoke up about potential follow-up to the upcoming game when the interview asked about whether we discover the ages of protagonist Eve and her ally Stellar Blade. Kim joked that a sequel might potentially answer this question. Kim also spoke to anyone that was curious about Eve's age and company in general, saying that if they were curious, they should play Stellar Blade because then there's a bigger chance of the game getting a sequel. And the question of age actually being answered. Oh, really? It's a little hard to tell whether Kim is joking or not from Famitsu interview, but Stellar Blade's director seemed to be sincere about wanting to make a sequel. At least, there's a definitely sense that Stellar Blade's sequel will depend on a lot of reception of the new game, which isn't a surprise given that it is an entirely new series for developer Shift Up, which, of course, new IP. Elsewhere, in the interview, Kim says that Stellar Blade could get a photo mode after launch if fans are vocal about it, considering the fever pitch attention the new game received online, a lot which brings to the light of Eve's body. Players surely be normal when requesting this feature after launch from developer Shift Up. Again, photo mode is good. I think the only reason people like that because they want to have a selfie with the main character, see the character's back, something, I don't know. Sequels is very difficult sometimes. The one thing you have to make sure, this is the one important thing, and I think most Western developers fail to see it. Well, except Larian, the creators of Baldur's Gate 3. You have to listen to the fan base. If you do the opposite, what the fan wanted, you know what happened? Layoffs. Take a look what happened to Sony's Insomniac Group and Naughty Dog. They're experiencing layoff. I mean, you can blame other factors like COVID or anything, but overall, when you put identity politics and any wokeness into the video game, then you're not gonna make sales. And Shift Up understood that. Don't forget Konami, who makes Dynasty Warrior, like for example Dynasty Warrior 9, oh wait, I think it was Toei or Koei, I don't know. They didn't do woke because when I search on Steam, the Steam curator group was never detected. Yes, Dynasty Warrior 9 have a negative reception, just like Outpost Infinity Siege, but overall, those two games, they did not bend the knee. Yes, they didn't sell well, but at least they did one thing right. They didn't bend the knee, they didn't invoke woke. I have to assume they didn't even reach out to these consultancy firm. That's just my take. I'm hoping to get one, but I'm not gonna be playing Stellar Blade day one. I'm gonna have to wait until the reviews come out from my trusted source at YouTube.
First, my beloved father was fatally wounded in a battle with Liu Biao. And just as I was about to finally put it behind me, my brother Sei also passed away from this world. Luckily, my brother Quan was able to overcome his grief and become the next to lead our family. He joined forces with Liu Bei and defeated Cao Cao's fleet at Chibi. Now, it's time to head for the battlefield again. I wonder who this Liu Bei is that is fighting alongside us. I hope I get the chance to meet him.
Leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below. Do you guys think, or perhaps if you have any question about Stellar Bait sequel, let me know in the comments.